Now if you try to do one, I'ma do two.
Whoa.
Team is fucking crazy.
And if you try to do three, I'ma do four. Maybe even more. I go by the name of P.O.L.O.
Yeah.
Alright, look, man, I'm gonna end that video right there, man. As you can hear, we got T-Top and Swamp versus Av and Fonz. This battle unexpectedly went the total opposite direction I thought it would go in. I'm not gonna lie. And again, I knew Swamp and Top would be one hell of a mixture, but I didn't think they was gonna be like that. They was in there wilding Fonz and Av fuck up. It got kind of ugly in there. Like to the point where the fans anticipated hearing them rap to start the show. And after they heard them, they just like, damn, this ain't that. Fonz and them boys was in there punching, but that shit was, it wasn't phasing them boys at all. To start the show, Fonz and Av go first. I thought their material and content was okay. I didn't think it was the best. I thought, I mean, for a minute, I'm like, damn, all right, if it go like this battle is gonna look away. They didn't turn it up. The energy wasn't there. You know, I thought it almost felt like they felt like it was gonna be a smooth sailing, like one of them type battles. And they kind of it felt like they underestimated Top and Swamp. So decent round, solid, very beatable. Top and Swamp go, and it was this shit got, it was like, these niggas is not fucking with us. This is what we're gonna do all night. This is the kind of content and material we're gonna present, and y'all gonna fuck with it, y'all gonna love it, or y'all gonna like it. Those are the only two options. You know what I mean? Like, it was just like, we finna fuck these boys up. The first bar land, and after that, it was just like, it was a bumpy road for Av and Fonz. You can see it all in their face. I'm not gonna lie. First round, Swamp and Top got that clear as day. They was up there like they was showboating and all type of shit. The showmanship was there. The realness behind they bars, like the authenticity behind that shit. Like that shit it outweighed them punches. It outweighed it easy. Like I thought, like the punch shit. You would think on a night like this, the punch and all that shit is gonna outweigh the realness, the real talk and all that shit, right? Metaphors. But it just wasn't like that in that first round. So I'm like, oh yeah, Fonz and them niggas are in trouble. So they open up the second round and go, and I'm like, damn, this round even light. The second round was even light. I'm like, what the fuck? After that first round, y'all heard what they had for y'all, and y'all come like this? So I'm like, all right, that's cool and all, but I must say they did have a few bars that shook the building to me. And I will say the crowd was sleeping on a bunch of their material. I will say that. But you know, that's battle rap. You know how this shit go. If you ain't got the momentum, if you don't know how to swing that shit back your way by that content, man, it's gonna be hard to grab the crowd. And it was hard for them boys. I'm telling you right now, it was hard. They was seized on a bunch of the shit that they were saying, and it wasn't that complex if you ask me. You know, the punches by Av and Fonz tonight just wasn't that complex at all. But it wasn't that fire. We heard these niggas say some incredible shit. We heard them say some incredible shit. And I'm going to get off into the third because that's where the incredibleness even came out. The second round was light as shit. And I'm just like, man, these niggas are about to die. Because Top and Swamp had to go. And boy, they began their round right where they left off, and it was just like, it was just too much. It was too much. Like the metaphors, the real rap, like the reality substance, that shit outweighed that punch shit. Them niggas in there punching, that shit is bouncing off of these boys. No pun intended, Top. Because they was in there with the jokes and all of that shit when they came to Top, but Top was in there, every 5 minutes, Nigga say a bar, he be like, you know what? I'm glad he wasn't saying bitch though. When he get to saying bitch, that shit just be sounding super, like, I don't know, retarded or some shit. But he was saying like after every bar, and the crowd was eating it up right along with him. I'm telling you right now, them boys in the second round made it look like this was in a bag, and it definitely was. They was up 2-0 already, and at one point, Av had the nerve to say He was telling Top, no, you lying or some shit like that. I'm like, nah, Top is telling the truth. This shit is over, Fonz. I don't know what you saying. But he definitely was like the crowd was sleeping, but that's just, nah, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Y'all got to move the crowds. It's a 2-on-2. This is the all-star game. If y'all not in there moving the crowd, you know for a fact you losing a battle. You know it for a fact. Swapping them was in there styling and profiling. It looked easy. Like they didn't break a sweat. You know, Top Dog be sweating like a motherfucker, and he didn't break a sweat in this battle. He didn't even wear the haymaker piece. Like them boys came for business and business only. Now the third round come. Here's where it get kind of like kind of crazy to me, because I'm like, all right, Fonz and them boys, like, let's get to it. And they go on a solo mission. Like Fonz have a set where he go, and then Av have a set where he go, and then they close out the show together. But I will say Av and Fonz and they solo sets, them niggas got crazy. They got crazy in them solo sets. Especially Fonz. Fonz turned his energy up. And before that, I think the nigga was about to get into it with somebody in the stands and all type of shit. They down 2-0, and Fonz is arguing with somebody in the stands. I'm guessing they heckled. They said something, and Fonz like, dog get to arguing with the fan. And I'm just like, yeah, that's how you know you losing. He got to arguing with the fan. I'm like, yeah, this battle is over. And then, but he get to cooking right after that. He cooking quick and shit. The whole room is up. While that's going on, Av is sitting back with his hat cocked. He's just sitting there. I'm like, yo, Av, what the fuck is you doing? Like, they not in sync no more. So I'm thinking he throw the battle. Like, all right, he gonna let Fonz finish it out because he mad they not fucking with him. He mad they not fucking with him. But after Fonz go, after the all I do is punch, the nigga stop. And after he do his slogan, he in that shit with a Quaker, and then Av go. Av get to talking to the soul of these niggas. He get to talking. I'm talking about every bar. He was in these niggas' grill. He was moving around them boys. He was up there. He was talking that talk. And what I wanted to hear all night, he got into, the baby mama shit. He got into Swamp, being up there with a motherfucker who, at one point seemingly he had beef with. Like, he was in that bag. He definitely took it there. So I'm like, all right, yeah, they trying to run away with the third. And then they got back in sync with one another, and they closed out the third very strong. This was their strongest round. But it took these boys to go on a solo mission to bring it back all around together, to close out the round. Top and Swamp go, and this was probably their lightest round. And again, I'm telling you right now, they already felt like the battle was over. They was already up 2-0. They said it was over. At one point, Swamp was telling somebody, I guess some chick in the crowd said something, and he agreeing with her, like, yeah, them boys know, and the crowd get geeked as a bitch, and they get the, standing, giving them boys a standing ovation and all type of shit. But this battle, I don't know, man, it got ugly. It got ugly, and I felt like Fonz and Av, they could have did a hell of a lot better. I don't know what this was. This wasn't the same Fonz and Av that went up in there against K-Shine and Lou Castro. This was different. Them boys felt like they had it in the bag, and no, they didn't. They went in, they stepped into some dog shit stepping into that yard with Swamp. I'm telling you, they really did. Swamp was up there. Swamp looking like Swamp. Can we start putting some respect on Swamp name? Could we at this point? Like, he's creeping up there into that top tier status. I'm not gonna lie. If he get a nigga like Verb the fuck out of here, who else? He already got T-Rock. See, this nigga done been in battles though, and he been in wars. We got to get Verb out of there. Who else, bruh? Smacking them. They got to start feeding him them killers, because he ready. He is ready. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Y'all got to start, like, literally elevating these boys to that tier status. Like, I don't know how y'all going to do it, but Swamp is there, man. Y'all got one with him. This easy to block captain shit and all this just the contracts and all this. Like, they're struggling with trying to get these stars to that level, man. And I think this guy right here, Swamp, is the next superstar. Like, if y'all ain't got nobody, I know we got the Jerus and we got the Tay-Rocks of the world. Goods, Verb, all, like, y'all got to start bringing these other niggas up there, and Swamp is one of them. He is one of them, and he's showing and proving it every fucking battle. Top, we already know he's a fucking star. Like, we ain't even got it, but he's that. Like, you know what I mean? So we got to get Swamp over that hump and get him the Calicos of the world. Like, they got to feed that nigga them type caliber MCs. They have to. But this was it could have been a 30. Swamp and them gave away the third. They was bullshitting in that third. I don't like the fact that they was bullshitting in that third. I really hate that. I really do. They was bullshitting. But Swamp and T-Top got their first 2 rounds clear. There were moments in this battle where the crowd was zeezed on a bunch of Fonz and Av work, but that didn't cost them the battle. We're not going to do that. That didn't cost them the battle. It's the charisma, the stage presence up there on that stage, like the simplistic raps that they had for these guys. Like, that shit just hit, though. It hit, like, very simple, yet complex in the sense of it just being just relatable to the audience, man. Like, it was very relatable to the audience, and they was eating that shit up all night. And that's all I really got for this battle. Av and Fonz could have done a hell of a lot better, man. And the crowd, y'all got to see the comment section. You know, URL comment section. Them boys, they be vicious. They was talking big shit about this battle. They definitely was, man. And you know, it's just weight shaming. You know what I mean? I don't really want to get in that bag, but that shit had me geeking inside. I ain't gonna lie. But this was an okay battle. Was it the best on the night? No. I think the battle so far really been subpar, all of them. I mean, we only, 3 battles in, but they all been light cheese. Like, it ain't been nobody that's had a standout fucking performance like that. Nobody so far. But again, Top Swamp got this battle pretty clear. The first 2 rounds, giving up the third to a crazy-ass Fonz and Av who got crazy in that third. They tried to bury them niggas and tried to win the battle just off the third alone. That was the energy that was presented to us. But that's all I got. Follow me on some of the social medias, the Twitters and Instagrams. Talk to me on there, please. I talk back. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. Comment down below to share the video, because that's the only way we're going to grow. I go by Battle Raps Fanatic, but you can call me PLO. I'm up out of here, man.